everyone, and welcome to my second to last episode of the Eye Candy Chess Project. And this week we are going to be doing the Kula Gold and the Haiku. So these are the last of the actual pieces. And the next episode will be me doing the chessboard and showing all of the pieces on the chessboard. So let's jump into the video and get started. So if anyone hasn't watched any of the other episodes, I used 2 of my eye candy pigments and I am making a full set of chess pieces, and this week we are doing the knight, which is your horse, and I use my eye candy pigments to burnish the chess pieces. The pawns I don't burnish, I only use the actual resin that has some of the pigment powder in it, because it's interesting to see what it looks like when the one piece has been burnished with the pigment powder and the other piece hasn't. So I just use a nice soft bristled paintbrush and I go around the inside of the mold just to make sure that the powder is covered, hopefully totally, around the whole piece. And then I just dust out the rest of it into the resin, because that is where I'm actually going to be adding some of the pigment as well. So my pawns, like anyone who has been watching this series from the beginning, some of my pawns do not like to keep their heads on. So whether we end up with losing some heads this week or not, but I don't think there's been one episode that I haven't lost at least one. There might have been one, but I can't remember. This is the 8th episode, so I actually can't remember if there was one episode where neither of them lost their little heads. And as usual, when I pour the resin into the mold, I give it a squish so that I make sure that I try and get out as many air bubbles as I can. The knights don't have too many little places where the actual resin could trap air bubbles. So I think the first lot of knights were beautifully done. We had no air bubbles in them. So hopefully this week we will have the same result with these knights. And there is my little pawn, where you can see I do try my best to get that air bubble out of its little head, but we shall see if we lose a head again this week. And then, like I did say, the pawns I don't burnish. They just have the resin in it, and the resin has the pigment powder in. So here I was just making sure, like in the rest of them, that I don't dome them, because obviously you want your chess pieces to sit flush on the chessboard. Now this Kula Gold is absolutely gorgeous. It is like liquid gold. It is such a pretty color, and I have used it in some of my other projects. So if you have seen this one already in some of my other projects, it is a bit of a giveaway. But I did start this series quite a while ago. I mean, this is the 8th episode already, so it's almost 2 months that it's been going. And next week, like I said, will be the last one where I do the actual chessboard, and then we'll be able to see all the gorgeous chess pieces and colors on the actual chessboard. The Kula Gold, I would say, is probably the nicest of any of my gold mica powders. The eye candy, I have got quite a few of the golds. There's a 10K gold as well. I can't remember, there is another gold. So I think I have at least 3 of their golds. But the Kula gold, I must say, is beautiful. It really is a lovely gold color. So here again, just getting the air bubble out, if there was any that was trapped in our little knot. And obviously I did burnish him while I was chatting. And again, I will try and get the air bubble out of our little pawn. And every time an air bubble comes out, so I'm not sure whether it is just me or whether it is just the chess pieces, but these little pawns really have given me a go for my money. So here again, just making sure that it's not domed. And then they are ready to cure. I wasn't too worried about air bubbles with the chess pieces because it is the bottom of them. So I just gave them a little squirt with my 99% alcohol. And then I let them cure overnight. These, I did make sure that they were properly cured because as it was, I didn't want to lose any heads off my pawns. So I made sure that these were cured nicely. And that pawn didn't lose his head. So we 1 down, 1 to go. And yes, that the Haiku is a nice color. It does have a little bit of a color shift to it. But I was hoping for more of a pink color shift. There's quite a lot of a blue, purpley color shift. The pawn is more pink. So there is quite a big difference between the actual burnishing and the pawn that wasn't. And now we have lost another head. 1 out of 2 again. But look how gorgeous that Kula gold is. And wait until you see the knot. I think it is stunning. I love this Kula gold. And there it is. How beautiful is it? There's quite a big difference again also with the burnished and the unburnished without his head. And I've mentioned before, you just use a bit of super glue and their little heads stick perfectly fine. So there we go. That is the Kula gold and the Haiku, and they are the last colors in the series of the pieces. And I thought what I would do is I would put up the set of the pink and the golds, and there is an orange in there, and you can see all the different colors, and then of course of the blues and the greens and the purple. How pretty are those colors all together. Absolutely gorgeous. So guys, please don't forget to join me next week when it is the final episode of the Eye Candy Chess Project. I will be doing the actual chess board, and that will only have 1 color, and spoiler, the rest of it will be done in black. But there is 1 color that I will be using for the alternate squares, and then we'll be able to see what the pieces look like on the chessboard. So thank you so much for joining me for my second to last episode of my Eye Candy Chess Project. And I would like to just thank everybody that has been watching this series. Thank you for liking and commenting. And again, until next time, have a great one.